What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and this morning we're going to be talking about the 10 plus weapons that you probably didn't know were coming to MW3. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new coverage going up over on detonated.com, expanding on all the coverage you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles for those that prefer them over videos. I know I do, and plenty of tweets every single hour, of course, on Detonated's Twitter. In the background, I dropped about 120 plus kills on the Christmas version of Shipment using the brand new Aftermarket part known as the Intelast LSJ3, which is an optic, and it could be put on several different weapons, including the TAC Eradicator, which is probably one of the best weapons in the game as of right now. This new Aftermarket part does come with a laser that allows for faster ADS with this weapon. So yeah, you have faster targeting with an integrated laser, as confirmed by Sledgehammer. It's an Aftermarket part that could be unlocked by completing at least 5 challenges as a part of week 4 here in season 1. So enjoy the nasty gameplay here in the background with a double swarm. We almost had the nuke, but of course somebody spawned behind me. Now yesterday, we did get the addition, like I said, of week 4 challenges for season 1. You only have to complete 5 total, regardless of which mode you do the challenges for. I found it simple to just use a recommended AR to get kills, hipfire kills, and scoped kills inside of multiplayer. Then I ended up playing Plunder to open up chests and get kills in certain regions, and that right there was my 5 total challenges for the week. And right off the rip, I went ahead and unlocked the brand new Aftermarket parts. I actually really like this new system where they confirm a good 8 to 10 new Aftermarket parts with a new season, and then they just release them sporadically with every new weekly update that we get with new challenges. So that's a great way to incorporate some new content to go ahead and unlock and grind for every single week. Now, as a reminder, for completing 5 challenges for all 8 weeks of season 1, you'll also end up unlocking this free universal camo known as Coherence. I don't think it's animated, but hopefully they end up changing that closer to the end of season 1. But for those wondering what's going on with the TYR Aftermarket part, which was supposed to release last week after completing the 3rd weekly set of challenges, that Aftermarket part still isn't fixed at the time of recording this, but it may end up just getting hotfixed back into the game as soon as the end of this week. We know the COD Updates Twitter did go ahead and confirm that a fix is in the works, but considering devs just went on vacation as of a good, week-ish ago, I'm gonna guess this probably won't get fully resolved until early next week, but I could be wrong, and I hope that I am. I think this still is the best case scenario, though, that this is the thing that broke before devs went on vacation, and it's not some severe issues like we saw with the Warzone Caldera integration during Vanguard's lifecycle. That was fundamentally broken for weeks, and it ended up killing momentum for the entire game's lifecycle. But this time around, nothing was really broken as they left to go on vacation. There's things that need some fixing here and there, but nothing too dramatic, like I said. But what's really strange about the TYR Aftermarket part, this barrel kit, is that you can actually go ahead and use it right now in Warzone Mobile. Yes, it is functional if you guys went ahead and completed your weekly challenges as of last week. If you guys have limited access to Warzone Mobile, then be sure to go ahead and check out this Aftermarket part. I'll put the footage on screen so you guys can see, courtesy of Elvis COD, who went ahead and put it up over on Twitter. It's funny that some things out there might be broken in the main game, whether it's MW2, 3, Warzone 2.0, but might still work in Warzone Mobile. And I'm really excited to get into some more Warzone Mobile coverage when that game does fully launch worldwide. I believe it's this spring, 2024. Let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. But as I covered in yesterday's video, the HRM9 SMG and the TAC Evolvere LMG are going to be releasing with Season 1 Reloaded on January 17th. The HRM9 is coming through an armory unlock, so they might end up dropping sooner, but we know the TAC Evolvere is like 99% locked behind that classified battle pass sector. I'll have that video linked down below going over everything you need to know about the mid-season 1 update. It's a good news roundup to just go ahead and provide for you guys to just end off the year so you guys are aware of what the next big and major title update is going to look like towards the middle of January. But there's actually quite a few weapons that you probably didn't know were coming to MW3. Let's start off with an Aftermarket part, which is actually a chainsaw underbarrel. So thanks to forward leaks over on Twitter, we actually know now that this is something that is going to be coming relatively soon. Forward leaks also leaked the flamethrower underbarrel Aftermarket part a couple of weeks ago. That ended up releasing through the battle pass here in season 1. So I'm looking forward to seeing how many people end up utilizing this chainsaw. I mean, we're going to get heavy Gears of War vibes from running this under a lot of our weapons, and I'm sure it'll be a chainsaw that works on most ARs, possibly even some marksman rifles or battle rifles. Looking forward to seeing how it gets implemented. I know I had a lot of fun with the Doom bundle that released for MW2 featuring the Super Shotgun blueprint and of course the Chainsaw blueprint that was actually for the ice pick, which was really odd, but that was a ton of fun to use. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they implement this in the form of an Aftermarket part. But during the pre-release build of Modern Warfare 3, there's actually gameplay out there of 2 weapons that we just don't have in game as of right now. The first one is the AK-556. It looks like that ended up becoming the SVA-545, which is already in the game, but there's also gameplay of the menu during the pre-release build that shows the Anvil B, which we know now is the F2000, another weapon that has been leaked for the last couple of weeks for MW3. And we know over at COD Next, taking a look at some of the Mastery Unlock calling cards and emblems, you can actually see the F2000 right then and there. So other leakers out there have suggested that this is going to be a Season 2 launch weapon. Not sure how they know that for sure. Take all rumors with a grain of salt, of course, but funny enough, the weapon is already in Vanguard, another Call of Duty that Sledgehammer made, also on the MW engine, so that could just be a pretty easy port over into this game. So that's something that is certainly coming in the next month or two, if I had to take a guess. But then leaker Alberto a couple of months ago did go ahead and leak that apparently advanced warfare weapons like the EM1 laser, the AMS1 SMG, the BAL-27 assault rifle, and the Morse sniper rifle are going to be coming to MW3 at some point, possibly in Season 3. I've heard rumors that apparently the EM1 was misinterpreted for the Storm Ender, a new launcher that released with Season 1's Battle Pass, so that could make some sense, but apparently other leakers have seen evidence that other advanced warfare weapons are on the way. And don't forget, leaker Pro Reborn also claimed relatively recently that every season will be themed for MW3 and themed around older COD titles, which would mean that we'd get maps, weapons, and modes that come back from older CODs to celebrate 20 years of the franchise. That's seemingly been proven false, at least with Season 1, right? There isn't a theme around an older COD with this first season, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that each season going forward still has its own story and theme like we've been seeing for MW3, MW2 before it, but each season going forward could still incorporate something that celebrates an older COD game, whether it's a map, some weapons, which don't represent the entire season, could just be an update like what Vortex is about to be on January 3rd, which is a pretty cool mini event that releases in between the beginning of the season and the mid-season that celebrates something, right? Vortex is a cool little zombie crossover for multiplayer. Maybe we get some little mini events to celebrate older COD titles every season moving forward. That would be something that I'd be down for. Now, the EM1 was also in Vanguard, so I wouldn't mind seeing that ported over into this game. I don't think anybody out there would really complain about that, and it still would fit technologically, right? We see some advanced technology in Black Ops 2 and the current Modern Warfare games, which almost exist in real life now, right? In the early to mid 2020s. So even though Advanced Warfare took place in, what, 2054, it still would be fine to see it here in MW3. Nobody would question it. But other leaked weapons for MW3 include the following. We have the Type 98, as you can see an image of on screen. We also have the Beretta ARX 160, which was heavily rumored for Season 1, especially Season 1 Reloaded. We know that's for sure not a weapon coming with our mid-season 1 update unless something changes, so that's probably just around the corner from launch, possibly for Season 2. Leaks also suggest that we're going to be seeing the Beretta ARX 200, so I guess 2 ARX weapons, and that makes sense considering how many tacks we have inside of MW3 right now. We're going to have a lot of weapons with very similar names, but as a part of different weapon classes, so that's probably going to be something we see. We've also heard rumors about the Spaz 12 shotgun. That's been leaked for a number of months, but somebody actually asked Sledgehammer about the Spaz 12 in a recent Q&A they did over on Reddit, and Sledgehammer did tease that a bunch of classic shotguns and snipers are coming back to MW3. The Spaz is probably one of them. They didn't confirm or deny it, but considering it was leaked from a data mine many months ago, that probably means the Spaz is included in what they were saying. And we also have a rumor about the AXMC sniper reportedly coming into MW3 at some point soon. Again, these could be weapons for Season 2, 3, even farther than that, but I do want to say there was probably a number of weapons planned for MW2 that didn't make the cut because they either got saved for MW3 or for other purposes entirely, so definitely expect quite a few weapons to be added to every weapon class over the course of 2024. I think it's crazy that MW2 didn't get a single DLC light machine gun, but we've gotten 2 added, or 1 at least for now, the other one's coming in a few weeks, for MW3, and I'm sure every weapon class will be taken care of over the next couple of months. And there's also rumors about the shovel and the pickaxe melee weapons coming into this game, and I want to guess the pickaxe might have been misinterpreted when somebody out there data mined it. That might have been tied to the Tomb Raider bundle, because I believe she does have a pickaxe finishing move, and I do think this happens quite often, right? In a finishing move, some characters out there have special weapons in their hands when performing the finishing move that ends up getting data mined or leaked and interpreted as actual DLC weapons, when really it's just exclusive weaponry that the character is holding to perform that finisher, whether it's Cali sticks, whether it could be a pickaxe, whatever the case is. So keep in mind, when it comes to leaked melee weapons, they could just be for finishing moves, but I still think we're going to get a couple more melee weapons over the course of MW3's life cycle. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the 10 plus weapons that have reportedly leaked for MW3's life cycle? When do you think they're coming out? And what other weapons do you guys want to see added into this game? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.